Join me today as I review Garnier hair food. So shampoo, conditioner, mask and hair drink. Welcome back to Self-Care Karen. It is lovely to have you here. Thank you so much for joining me for another beauty product review video. This time it's hair care. I have got an entire playlist just focusing on hair care. So if you want to check out any of those videos, then just link to the playlist here. You know, I've got hair goals. I'm sure we've all got hair goals. My hair used to be lovely and silky and shiny, and now it's kind of just frizzy. I do dye it. It's clearly over processed. Obviously I get quite a lot of hair loss. I kind of have for a long time, but it's probably getting a little bit more pronounced now. I'm in that perimenopausal stage. Anyway, so today's video is just going to be me talking about my experience with Garnier hair food range. It's Garnier Ultimate Blends hair food. So you may be familiar with this range of hair care. I was just intrigued because I kept on seeing it everywhere, and they have different kind of fruits that they're using depending on what your hair type is. And anyway, so I thought I would buy some of the range, and initially what I did was I went for the Glowing Lengths hair food pineapple and amla shampoo. I also got the conditioner, and I got the mask. What are they calling this? The 3-in-1 hair mask for long dull hair. Okay, and at that time I couldn't find, well, in that shop I should say, and then I went next door and they had them, and I'd already spent my money and I thought, oh god, I couldn't find the pineapple hair drink, so I bought the banana one. Okay, and this was probably the product that I was most curious about. And then as time went on, I bought the Papaya shampoo, which is repairing, because I'd run out of the pineapple and amla one. By the way, what is amla? I'm going to look it up once I've finished taping this video, and I'll put a description on the screen, because I don't know, is it a flower or something? Does it actually say on here? Never actually heard of amla before, but it is the Latin. It must be a fruit because it says Philanthus emblica fruit extract. That's amla. Okay, never heard of it before. And yeah, and then I actually did manage to find the pineapple hair drink. Okay, so I was kind of mixing it up a little bit there. But anyway, let me just talk to you about this bit. So basically, this is being billed as 96, 97, it kind of varies by product, as being from natural origin ingredients. And the ones that are not at natural origin are in there to help ensure good preservation and sensoriality. Ooh. Okay, and you know, they're billed as vegan, cruelty-free. There are signs on some of them. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Yeah, like there's don't drink it, because like it looks like food. And you know what? If you've seen the thumbnail, you might already know, but I really felt like I was channeling Carmen Miranda in all this, because the fragrance is quite strong. So let me talk about my experience. So I started off with the pineapple and amla shampoo, and I actually find that this is okay from a cleansing perspective. I have got oily roots. I've talked to you already about my frizzy ends. I find that I do have to be very careful with the hair care that I'm using, because it can just add on a whole load of gunk to my hair, and it doesn't help with the oily root situation. I also really think that part of my challenge with my hair, if you want to call it that, is that I sweat a lot through my head, and I feel like I do this more than other people. I might just be slightly feeling there is a conspiracy against me and it's completely untrue. But like, I could never go to the gym, do a workout and not shower and wash my hair. Like, my hair would just be la la. And that's one of the reasons I reckon that I you know, feel like I need to wash my hair every day, because I sweat a lot, and I sweat a lot at night. I have night sweats now, thank you, perimenopause. And so yeah, that just kind of adds to this thing. Anyway, this worked to, wasn't stripping, and it worked to get to cleanse my hair. And then I just want to say, I've tried all the products out in different combinations, because I think, because you can, right? Because, you know, this is a natural pairing, so the shampoo and the conditioner. This is a natural pairing, so the shampoo and the hair drink. And this is a natural pairing, so the shampoo and the 3-in-1 treatment mask. So I've tried all the combinations out, and I definitely have a favourite, so I'll come to that. So basically, the shampoo, okay, all of this range is extremely inexpensive, so it's lower end in terms of cost. Although I have to say, I did notice, I went shopping the other day, I think they have raised their prices a bit, but you know what, I think that's happening with everything. I think everything is getting that little bit more expensive, particularly where I am in the UK. Maybe not, it doesn't impact so much in other parts of the world, but in the UK it does. So yeah, with the when I used the shampoo and the conditioner, what I found was this conditioner leaves, it doesn't really leave my hair silky soft, but it leaves kind of like a residue in the hair, which exacerbates the kind of oily situation or the greasy situation. So this combo, I'm not a favourite, and that's probably why there's still so much of this conditioner left. I'm going to be passing this on to a friend, because I'm done. I am done with using these products. I mean, I had a massive internal battle with myself last week about what do I do next, because and I'm sorry, this is kind of like me going off on a tangent here, but I do generally look at budget brands, but I have an aspiration to resolve the challenges that I feel I have with my hair. And by that I mean, I would really like it to be that I could not have to wash it every day, although that might be a psychological thing that I might need to work through. But I would also not wash my body, I mean wash my hair, right? But I'd also want to get through this kind of over-processedness of my hair. It's tied back today, and I didn't wash my hair today. I washed it, I dyed it yesterday. I've got a bit of staining going on here. And there's a video coming up about that, maybe already live. I will link it up here if it is already live. Yeah, so basically I have this goal that I want to have nicer hair. You know, I want it to be sleek and smooth and all this. And I've tried so many different shampoos in the last 2 years. Most of them have been budget, some of them have been higher end, but I haven't got there yet. And you know what? I want to. So I had a massive talking to myself last week, and I actually spent much more money than I normally would on Haircare, and I am trying out a range or a group of other products to see if that, four different products I'm trying, that will make a difference. So there will be a video coming up on that, so watch this space, subscribe to my channel, hit the notifications bell if you haven't done so already, because that video will be coming up in the future. Yeah, so this combo doesn't work, right? Sorry, so that's shampoo and conditioner combo. That does not work for my hair. The other combo that I've tried, and I've tried it with both the shampoos, the papaya one and the pineapple one, is then using the hair drink. So I have the banana hair drink and I have the pineapple hair drink, and I would say that both of these, all of these have got a strong fragrance, but the banana one is, to me, it smells really kind of artificial and it is quite overpowering. Oh, I've still got a little bit left there. So I mean, it wears, like, it's quite nice during the day, you get wafts of it, but not when you're actually using it. It actually makes my eyes go a bit funny in the shower. But the actual hair drink product, basically what you do is once you've washed your hair, you squeeze out any excess water and you apply doses. And I didn't even realise this to begin with, and I probably wasn't doing the doses correctly, i.e. I wasn't using enough of the product. But on the side of the bottle you can see what the measure is for a dose, and depending on if you've got fine hair, medium to thick hair or long hair, you have different doses that you're supposed to be putting in. And then you're supposed to massage into the lengths for 10 seconds and then rinse. And actually this product doesn't leave an oily residue and does leave the hair feeling softer, but didn't really eradicate my frizz situation. And I would say of all the combos that I've tried, this one with the shampoo has been the most successful, and it doesn't matter what shampoo. So I've used the pineapple shampoo and I've also used the papaya one, and it's been fine. So that's kind of been the most successful combo. And yeah, it says that this is supposed to leave your hair 10 times smoother, mirror-like shine. I mean, and there's like before and afters. I don't know if you can see them there. Mine was not as dramatic as that. It maybe would have been if I had, you know, used hair straighteners or blow dried my hair, but I really don't do that. I very, very rarely use any kind of heat on my hair. The final combo that I was, well, not the final, the penultimate combo was the shampoo and then this 3-in-1 hair mask. And this hair mask, they say that you can use it as a conditioner. So you use it, you put it on your lengths and then you wash it out, or you can use it as a mask, so you leave it on to 3 to 5 minutes and then you rinse out, or you can just leave it in. Yeah, with leaving in, it's like I haven't washed my hair at all. It's like my hair is in a really yucky state the whole day, so that wasn't really an option for me. And for conditioner or as a mask, again, that it leaves kind of like a residue and it doesn't really feel like it's kind of done anything really to the hair, so that was not a favorite combo for me. The kind of final combo is either that I would just do shampoo and then use a serum on my hair, so from a different brand, or I would just shampoo my hair and not put anything on. But you know, I didn't like, it's not really noteworthy because it didn't provide kind of like extraordinarily amazingly results. It was, you know, pretty much on par. So yeah, overall not so happy with this. I think the hair drink is an interesting product and I might try it again in the future, but for now I'm going to be passing on the ones that I've not used up, except the only product I'm going to keep hold of is the papaya shampoo. And so I think this is a good thing to note. My son has got really fine, he's got blonde hair, and actually I only wash his hair normally about once a week, and I want to keep it that way because I don't want him to get into the situation that his mother's got into with too frequent hair washing. It's such a bane. But you know, he's got really, really fine hair. It's very different to mine. And he, like most kids, I guess, doesn't really like having his hair washed. But I have found a way of kind of making that process a lot easier with him. And if you're interested, let me know and I'll explain it. But part of that process is I take a cup full of warm water and I put a few drops of this in, swish it around so it's not even the shampoo directly going on his hair, and then I pour that over his hair, and that does the trick for his hair. It wouldn't for mine. Here I have to kind of like go in with the scalp and really kind of cleanse the scalp, but with his, it's, you know, he's much less destroyed, I guess, than I am, my hair is, or my scalp is. Anyway, so yeah, let me know, have you tried out this range? There are lots of other smells. There's like watermelon, I think there's aloe, coconut, but when I was choosing, there was nothing there obviously for oily roots, so I kind of went with, I've got longish hair, I'll go with that. But yeah, let me know if you've tried it out, what your experience has been, and also please do leave me a comment if there is any product that you would like me to review. I do uploads of beauty product videos every week, so it's one a week. One in every 4 approximately is my empties video, so that gets used up, and then I kind of try and rotate between skincare, hair care, body care, other things, right? So yeah, I'm happy to take on board suggestions. And also, just to let you know, just in case you didn't know this, but on Mondays I also upload videos, and there it's more about the broader self-care aspects. So basically at the moment I'm focusing on a therapy called emotional freedom techniques. You might know it as tapping, but I do also have hundreds of meditations, so check out my channel. I'll put a playlist up here for the meditations. Yeah, if you've not checked that out, because my brand Self-Care Karen is all about empowering busy women to feel their best and give their best. And I think things like meditation and now tapping, as well as, you know, self-care in the form of skincare, hair care, all of that stuff, they're really, really important parts of self-care as a whole, right, as a kind of holistic view. Okay, thank you so much for being here. It's lovely to have you. Remember, you are in perfect time. See you soon.